we'll see Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills taking on Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Now, they indeed love their football here in upstate New York as you look inside of Bills Stadium in Orchard Park. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And we are underway in Buffalo. This fielded right at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Time to see what this Tampa Bay Bucs offense has in store. They're led by the now 7-time Super Bowl champion, the MVP of Super Bowl 55. Charles, it's Tom Brady.
After 2 decades in New England, a change of scenery, and another tremendous season culminating with a Super Bowl title. 40 touchdown pass in the regular season, and most since his record-shattering 50-touchdown season of 2007 in New England. He did have minor knee surgery in the offseason, but he said he's sticking with his plan to play beyond the age of 45, which is still 2 years from now. Look out, NFL. Tom Brady still wants to win.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Brady. And Brake, the tight end's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
But defensively here, Charles, I'd have to imagine coming up with a game plan to stop Tom Brady. Many have tried, few have succeeded. But what do you see as their best course of action?
Well, besides stating the obvious, which is having great guys who can cover, and we know how difficult that is in the NFL, I say it's inside pressure. The guy's up the middle in his face because he's not the type of athlete who can get out to the perimeter and hurt you. He likes to step up in the pocket and throw downfield. If you have a couple of good pass rushers right in his face, right in his grill, that's your best chance to slow him down.
We're scoreless after 1.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Now Brady. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 27-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
They'll run with Fournette. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. This is Fournette. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing now is Brady. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Second down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line. Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Tom Brady hooking up with Mike Evans there. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. So that'll back him up 5. Another attempt now from 5 yards further back. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. So we've hit halftime here as we expected. Looking at the clock, a very quick first half of play as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome, everyone, to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point, and you got to expect we'll see more of the same in the second half. And to bring the action your way, let's get it right back out to Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And maybe time for this offense to really hit the reset button. They were shut out in the first half, but still, they're right in this game.
They certainly are. What I like about it is that you actually continue to play. You know, you just find a way to make a few plays yourself, and you noted it. Right there on the border in this game, they're not that far off. Just got to find a play or two, and they could be very happy at that point.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Second and 16. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. It's a gain of 9, but it's also going to mean a punt here on their opening drive.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On is the punter Hawk as he gets this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll That'll set them back 5. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So that one will be accepted. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And they just did not get the snap away in time. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game. And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him.
What's the deal, y'all?
So that penalty will back him up half the distance to the goal line. On the run, it's Fournette. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Fournette once more on second down. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Now a fair catch called for and taken here, and that'll set up his guys in